don't know, but I'm glad to be back like...
Hi there. Do you have no talent? Do you suck at everything? Are you just a sad, pathetic excuse for a human being? Are you either maidenless, or do in fact actually have a partner that you are desperately telling yourself isn't actually cheating on you? Do you think that games are falling off purely because you've been playing the same genre of video games for the past god knows how long, and you want to find any other reason other than yourself to blame for why you think that video games are falling off? Well, do I in fact have the solution for you. It's called being an anti-woke loser. Welcome back to InfoVids, a series that I haven't done in about 6 years or so, that I never bothered to expand upon until now, largely because there's a brand new punching bag on this channel. It's the anti-woke loser. Now, of course, you're probably thinking to yourself, what exactly is an anti-woke loser, and how do I become one? Who am I fucking kidding? No one is asking that. Well, I'm glad that you asked, my, brilliant non-existent friend. Allow me to quickly explain it to you. An anti-woke loser is someone who has completely forgotten what the concept of the sun looks like, and is probably very, very allergic to water as well.
Who the fuck drinks this shit?
And of course, they are currently extremely popular for whatever reason, whether that is them being treated as a punching bag, and rightfully so, or for some reason the countless NPCs that actually, for some reason, genuinely gobble up what they say. Either way, they become extremely popular nowadays, and I'm here to teach you how to become one. So let's first start off with... For your name, you don't even have to come up with anything crazy. I mean, hell, you can call yourself something as ridiculous as Andy Pants, or Gilded Poo, or some garbage like that. I mean, let's be honest here. Be glad that no one is insane enough to have either of these names, right? Or you can go something really fucking boring, like The Quartering in Geeks and Gamers. Or hell, you can base your entire personality off of a fictional character that you enjoy, but probably don't actually understand any of the nuances of, because, well, if I were to actually explain why, then I would be getting ahead of myself now, one tie. Or, of course, you can go the extremely edgy route and call yourself something like Dark Mastermind, or Shadow Raven, or some garbage like that. Again, imagine if anyone had those names, am I right, guys? But, of course, now that you have your name chosen for you, you can now choose your appearance. If you look absolutely fucking repulsive, then, of course, you can hide behind an avatar. Like I mentioned before, you can base your entire personality off of a fictional character that you barely understand. Or, of course, you could just, you know, steal artwork from somebody else, or barely put any effort into any kind of logo whatsoever, or just have an AI make it for you. After all, you're creatively bankrupt as it is if you want to become a fucking anti-woke loser. But of course, if you also look absolutely repulsive, you can actually show your face. All you really need to do is grow out a neckbeard and make it look like you've forgotten what the concept of soap is. And, well, there you go. You basically have the average appearance of every single fucking anti-woke loser that actually has the confidence to show off their ugly face. But now let us move on to... Once again, for videos, you don't even have to try all too hard. Just find a video game that is currently gaining traction, or a video game that is already being trashed on because it's just a genuinely terrible game, and then try your damnedest to somehow link it back into it actually being woke, and that is the reason why it ended up falling off, despite the fact that even you know that that is not actually the fucking reason as to why. All you really need to do is just find literally anything. If a woman appears for more than 0.25 seconds on screen, then that means it's woke. If a black person appears on screen for more than like 1 second, then that means it's, being puppeteered by ESG and SBI. If a pride flag appears or anything remotely colorful is there, then that means it's gay, and therefore it's part of the deep state, and pushing gender ideology or whatever the fuck you decide to put into there. If a woman doesn't look like, something straight out of a fucking porn video, then that means that it's automatically woke and bad. And on top of that too, make sure that you're just fucking hypocritical as hell. Make sure that you have double standards out the wazoo, because let's be honest here, your audience is too stupid to even pick up on any of that. Hell, you could literally just come up with anything. After all you really have to do is just make some shit up, and people will blindly believe you because they honestly can't form an opinion for themselves, and neither can you, let's be honest. On top of that too, you have to make sure that you have the media literacy and object permanence of an actual fucking toddler. Make sure that you completely misunderstand absolutely everything, and because you misunderstand everything, then that is the reason why it is bad. Because, heaven forbid, anyone is actually smart enough to actually understand jack diddly fuck ass that's actually happening on the screen, and doesn't just have like 2 synapses to rub together for warmth. Like, holy shit, some of these guys are dumb as hell. While we're on the topic of having the mentality of a toddler, you basically have to make sure that you constantly reassure yourself and your audience that you're not actually the triggered snowflake. Meanwhile, you're getting angry over very minor things that honestly nobody else actually gives a shit about other than people who for some reason need to get angry that day. Let's be honest here. You as the anti-woke loser are in fact the triggered SJW that you put within your thumbnails. Speaking of which, let us move on into... For titles and thumbnails, you really don't even have to try all too hard. For titles, all you really have to do is have a severe case of leafyitis and decide to put things in all caps or whatever the hell else. Try to claim that a certain game that is extremely popular is actually not as popular as it really is, and that everybody actually hates it, when in reality it's just one dumb fuck on the internet. Put that within your title and thumbnail. As for the thumbnails, all you really have to do is just find a triggered SJW face that honestly should have just died in 2017, let's be honest here, or just find a soy jack to put into the thumbnail. Hell, if you want to go extra lazy, just decide to put like the icon of whatever it is that you're bitching about right next to some red and white text that barely summarizes the actual video, and basically make it so that way it's the epitome of that meme of I've drawn you as the soy jack and me as the Chad, therefore I win. And that's honestly all you have to do in order to get these people's attention. Hell, just putting woke in the title and the thumbnail will get people's attention like there's no tomorrow, and it's honestly genuinely hilarious to see a lot of these guys be attracted like moths to a flame. And of course, now that you finally have everything set up, and now that you're finally an anti-woke loser, you can now see all that YouTube money rolling in from mostly people who are dumb enough to actually believe in what you're actually saying, but also from the people who are likely to just make fun of you and make you look like the rightful moron that you genuinely are. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you found this video informative and very helpful in becoming an anti-woke loser, then make sure that you leave a like on this video. On top of that too, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, follow my Twitter, join the Discord server, do everything that I usually tell you to do in these fucking videos. But yeah, anyways guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.